A better country morning show is on the all-new Bull. It's Greg Cornett in the morning.
Wow! No wonder people do drugs.
93.7 The Bull.
Well, Bovine had an unusual thing happen to him. He went. We were at Hardee's the other day. Was it Friday? Was it Thursday? Friday?
Thursday or Friday.
We went to Hardee's, as we often do, to go get one of those bowls full of meat.
Or the smoked sausage sandwich.
They get that too. But there's a bowl full of meat and cheese and a biscuit and gravy on top of it in one bowl. Oh man, feel my arteries hardening right now. Love it. And we get in line, and Bo, of course, who never has any cash, waits for me to offer to pay, as he often does.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
And I said, I'm tapped out, brother. That's okay. I'll pull out my plastic. So he hands the plastic to the lady behind the counter. She swipes it again. That's an awful feeling.
Oh, it is.
You see him swipe it a third time. They're like, sorry, sir, the card's not being accepted. What?
And it's my debit card. It comes from my checking account.
I got money in my bank account. Swipe it again. And so Bo's like, punch in the numbers.
I'm thinking maybe
so she's like,
that, sir.
I'm sorry, sir. It's been denied. Oh, denied.
So I'm thinking, maybe the wife is filling up her car,
spending money behind your back,
right? Or because they say if you're okay, say you go to the gas pump and you want to pay at the pump and you swipe your card and then you're filling up, right? Well, at that moment in time, somebody else cannot use that account because you're currently using it. It's open. It's like waiting for it to be done.
Is that true?
Yeah, because I've tried to actually go inside to buy some coffee while I'm filling up and use the same card, and it won't let you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I thought maybe that's what was going on. Then all of a sudden, I go somewhere else that day and try to use it, and they also say, "I'm sorry, sir, you can't use that card."
So you call the bank, and they say what?
Oh, you got plenty of money in your account. I said, okay, well, why is it not working? And they said that, well, you're going to have to call our fraud department. And so I call the fraud department. And thank God they have a great fraud department at UMB Bank. God love them. They supposedly somebody in Russia tried to use my account.
Oh. Somebody in Russia was trying to buy some vodka or a big hat. And
right.
Just buying dinner for Vladimir.
Right.
Some stuff that, Russian people do with their money.
Whatever they do. So I'm thinking to myself, I've been racking my brain on how in the world could somebody in Russia get my account number? How in the world? So I'm thinking, okay, online. Well, I have a PayPal account and it's connected to the PayPal account, but PayPal's real secure. There's just no way. And I'm thinking, I didn't buy anything online or anything.
Somebody just could have lifted it. Receipts. I throw away receipts sometimes, but I think it just has like the last 4 numbers on it,
right,
on the receipt, and doesn't have the whole thing.
But they can guess the other 12.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Kreskin is Russian, right? Maybe Kreskin has your card. Well, now I was at family's house yesterday, and a cousin by marriage, he lost his wallet yesterday. He spent the whole day retracing his steps trying to find his wallet.
I hate that.
Because and he's thinking, do I cancel my credit cards, or do I hope I find it tomorrow? So he's worried about someone, fraud and someone stealing his identity. I'd like if someone who's had their identity stolen. Oh, and I mean, just like had it stolen and just like your credit wrecked and put you in debt. 969-BULL, 866-346-BULL are the Charter phone lines. If you've had your identity stolen, I want to hear that story.
I lost my wallet, and I was all stressed about it. It was a couple of years ago. I was all stressed, actually about a year or so ago. I got all new credit cards. I had to go get a new license. I was so stressed. Finally got all the things that I needed. And my son, who is now 6, at the time he was 4, said, well, Gracie, which is my daughter, was playing with your wallet, Dad. And I'm like, no, she wasn't. What are you talking about? We go in her little dollhouse, and sure enough, there's my wallet.
Jeez. And after you went through all that,
it was awful.
Let's talk to Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Now, what do you know about this Russian fraud stuff?
I had answered a MSN job ads for work at home, part-time employment type thing. And the communication I had with the gentleman, he told me that he was a Russian businessman, and he would he needed a wholesale warehouse type in the United States to inspect his merchandise and move it on, to Russia for him. And he was going to pay me $25 a package to do this. Sounded kind of too good to be true, so I'm waiting for my first packages to arrive, figuring it's going to be a couple hundred widgets, and I'm going to inspect them and ship them on for him because he doesn't have a warehouse here. I get home and I had a call on my answer machine from this Peter Orlov, and he said my first packages were there. I looked out, they were there. I opened them up. One was a $90 box of cigars from cigar.com, and the other one was a bag of clothes from Gap.com. I ended up checking out the billers information, and I looked them up on Google and called them and verified that their credit cards were stolen. Those guys, they'll steal your credit card information online.
Did they steal any of your information in the process?
No.
Did you get paid? Did you get paid?
No, I went to the police.
Wow, that's it's weird that Russia all of a sudden has become the capital of internet fraud in that sort of electronic crime. Thanks for the call, Jeremy. Deanne says PayPal maybe isn't that secure. Hey, Deanne.
Hi.
What happened to you?
Actually, it was my husband. He plays some game on the internet, and we got $499 stolen from us.
Ooh. Out of your PayPal account?
Yeah, out of the PayPal account.
I get that email all the time that says, and it's got the logo on it, and everything looks real official. Your password's about to expire. We need your information. Sincerely, the PayPal team. Like, don't respond to that thing. They're fishing for your information, and they'll steal whatever you have in your account.
Yeah, I got one just today that said, hey, you need to, this is PayPal, and hey, your account's going to be terminated in 3 days if you don't solve this, if you don't solve this. I click on the link, and it brings up nothing. But then I go to my PayPal account and everything's fine.
Yeah, it's somebody fishing for your account information. Thanks for the call, Deanne. Now, Stacy, this happened to you. How did it begin, and how did you find out someone had stolen your identity?
Well, money just started trickling out of our account, like $200, and then like $350 to Verizon, and my husband and I look at each other. We're like, we didn't do this, so I called the bank. And the same lady that I worked with at the bank had handled my mom's identity theft just 6 months earlier.
Oh, no.
Yes, right before Christmas. And so we canceled the accounts, and one Saturday, just after we realized I'm at the bank, and we're going through what checks I had written and what was fraudulent, and she gets a phone call, and she says, this lady's here in Kansas City trying to cash a check. And apparently... my husband had received like a $500, I had given this lady a $500 check for like a lap dance or something, when really he was...
Hold on. And of course your husband's like, no.
Yeah, he was like, no. And really, he's a firefighter.
That's what they all say, Stacy. They all say... What? Lap dances? No.
Must be identity theft.
No.
Seriously, at work. He's a firefighter. I know he was at work, but this is what this lady's claiming. That she got this, check for $500 and absolutely no way.
So to make herself sound credible at the bank, what? Now, what is this $500 for? Lap dance.
Lap dance.
That's one expensive lap dance.
That better be a good lap dance.
That better
write a check for.
Yeah.
That better be 2 songs.
Write a check.
What strippers take checks?
That better be 2 songs. Or American Pie.
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.
Long song.
Hold on, baby. Let me write you a check.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So what happened then?
Well, pretty much they just, let her walk out because she didn't, she didn't get any cash, so there was no crime and no one was ever prosecuted. But, hundreds and hundreds of dollars had come through my account that was not me. And it took about 3 months for them to quit using. They even printed checks and everything. And then finally they quit using those because they weren't getting anywhere. So.
Now, did this ever affect your credit report?
Oh, my gosh. That? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. No credit card, can't get a car, no kind of loan at all. I mean, I'm still trying to dig out of it.
It's like impossible to put that puzzle back together.
Well, but
and they never believe you. The credit agency,
That's exactly it.
once something is on there, they're not.
They like roll their eyes and go, "It's a likely story."
Whatever.
They're like, right, identity theft.
They have nothing to gain by fixing your credit,
right?
And when you go back and keep checking, they get paid every time that you check. So they have an interest in not fixing your credit.
Wow.
It's just the whole world. If that gets messed up, man, your life is turned upside down
for a long time.
Wow, Stacy, sorry that happened to you.
Me too.
And tell your husband to stay away from.
Yeah.
Their lap dances for $500.
Yeah. So tell him over in Washington Park you can get him for 20.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you, Stacy.
We heard.
Right, bye. Yeah.
Right, we don't know.
It was in the paper.
Right, they did a story.
It was in an ad.
There was a coupon.
There was a story. 2 for 1. Clipped it out.